Hello everyone, and welcome to 101 Things You Didn't Know About Minecraft. I hope you all are having a fantastic day, and before this video rolls, I just wanted to say I can't guarantee you guys that you don't know any of these things about Minecraft, but hopefully after watching this video, you can learn most of them. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and let's go and check out 101 Things You Didn't Know About Minecraft. Witches have the most variety of different drops than any other mobs. You cannot see names or player names through chests and signs, even when they are not crouching. Lava buckets can fuel a furnace for 1,000 seconds. In creative, if you middle click, you will get the object you are looking at. It's pretty hard to do, but it is possible to kill the Ender Dragon with snowballs. It would take about 400 shots of snowballs to kill the Ender Dragon. If you have resistance 5, you are basically invincible, unless you fall into the void or use the kill command. Baby animals cannot swim like adult animals. Some of you may have already noticed this, but gas sounds do not fade away like other mobs. Snow golems will not leave a trail of snow in a super flat world. Pistons were actually a mod before it was implemented into vanilla Minecraft. The person who created it is now under the additional programming in the game's credits. Iron golems giving a rose to the villager was inspired by the guardians giving a flower to Sheeta. A piston can only push 12 blocks. When making a wither, if you place the heads first and then place the soul sand, the wither will not spawn. The locked chest was an April Fool's block. Every chunk generated between April 1st and April 5th of 2011 had a small chance of having a locked chest in it. This message would be displayed upon attempting to open the chest. There were 12 items that were available for you to actually buy. In spectator mode, you can increase and decrease the flying speed using your mouse scroll wheel. Brewing stands always face east, no matter how they are placed. Torches give off light level 14, while lava, jack-o'-lanterns, and glowstone give off light level 15. If you have a high enough jump boost level, that being 128 to 251, you will not be able to jump at all. A command block has more blast resistance than obsidian. Obsidian only has a blast resistance of 6,000, while a command block has a blast resistance of 18 million. Endermen can't teleport in a hole that's 2 blocks deep. We all know that chests cannot be opened if there is, for example, a piece of dirt above them, but if that piece of dirt is tilled with a hoe, it can be opened. Pressing F3 plus D will completely clear your chat, freeing you from all the spammers or just anything you want to get out of your chat. If you happen to be standing on a fence with flowing water above it and you're towards the end of that water stream, you will automatically be jumping. Chickens, baby zombies, silverfish, and endermites, with them being as small as they are, can fit in a quarter of a block. In the end, invisible endermen are transparent purple from far away. If you have a bunch of stuff and just stacks of stuff in your inventory and you want to simply get it out as quick as possible into a chest and in an organized manner, go ahead and pick up an entire stack or an item, hover your mouse over another stack, then hold shift and double click. Doors are not keeping anyone safe these days. Villagers can actually be infected by zombies through doors. We all know that snow golems wear pumpkins as helmets just like the player does. Their actual snowman type head is hidden beneath it. If the player occupies the same space as a snow golem, its pumpkin helmet will be seen through, revealing their snowman style face. Eating a pufferfish is actually the only way to obtain the nausea effect. The sky in the overworld darkens once you stand on soul sand. Using invisibility potions on the two types of spiders or endermen will allow you to still see their eyes. You can also still see the particle effects on the endermen. We all know that if you get into fire in Minecraft, you're going to get burned and it's going to hurt pretty bad. But running through or walking through fire will allow you to not take damage after. When loading up MC, the yellow text are called splash text. They are great inside jokes. When the game was first released, there were about 100 of them. Now there are over 350. Enchanting with gold items will actually give you the best enchants. Every once in a while, the game will actually get its own name wrong. 1 in every 10,000 times you play the game, its introductory menu will flash a misspelling of its own title, reversing the E and the C. Gas sounds are from the music producer Daniel, also known as C418. His cat was suddenly awakened from a nap, and he recorded the noises. There is indeed a Minecraft food chain. Zombies eat villagers, wolves eat sheep, ocelots eat chickens, and of course, there is more. To cure a zombie villager, you will need a trap so it can't escape or burn during the day, then hit it with a splash potion of weakness and feed it a golden apple. After a few minutes, the zombie should change back into a villager. When a witch is drinking a potion, its nose will point straight forward. The first version of Minecraft was created only 6 days. It began on May 10th of that year and went on until May 16th. The alpha version of Minecraft was made public the very next day. Here is a pretty interesting way that you can get out of a mob pursuing you. So, players can actually hide from hostile mobs that are pursuing a player in a 2-block tall non-solid block. For example, sugarcane. If a cauldron is exposed to the open sky when it's raining, rain actually has a slight chance to fill part of that cauldron. Before Minecraft 1.1, if a player is killed by arrows fired from a dispenser in SMP, a message would appear saying the player name was shot by Herobrine. It was then removed in Minecraft 1.1. Mushroom biomes are actually a very good place to build your house. Why is that? That is because no hostile mobs actually spawn there. The only mobs that naturally spawn there are the mushrooms themselves. If you're in creative mode flying around and you happen to have a horse on a lead, your horse will actually fly. This about goes the same way with you in a boat with a horse on a lead. If you happen to stumble into spectator mode, also known as game mode 3, and you happen to left click on a mob, you can actually take its view. The creepers have a green pixelated tinted vision, the endermans have their colors inverted, the spider has double vision with slight blurring and a high FOV, while the cave spider has the same as a spider, but it has a screen tinted red. The enchantment table's interface is written in Standard Galactic Alphabet, which is a simple alphabet used in the Commander Keen series of computer games. Here's a little caption in the Standard Galactic Alphabet, which is included in some jokes. On October 1st, 2011, Notch tweeted an image of the enchantment screen with enchantments. The first enchantment translated into, "Well played, internets, you are good." The second translated into, "These names will be random and confusing." And the third translates to, "Each spell costs experience levels." Crying Obsidian was actually intended to be our spawn point block, but now it is beds. Crying Obsidian was intended to act as respawn block until beta 1.3 when beds were introduced. The texture for it was removed in beta 1.5. This Crying Obsidian block would have been crafted with an obsidian block and lapis. With using all the different wood and wool combinations, there are 884,736 different ways to craft your bed. Here is a pretty interesting and very useful command. Using the keys F3 plus B will actually pull up the hitboxes of any mobs and players. There's actually 6 mobs that have been removed from Minecraft. That is Beast Boy, Black Steve, the generic villager, humans, Rana, and Steve. Beast Boy, Black Steve, Steve, and Rana were human mobs originally in the game as a test during the in-dev phase. Beast Boy, Black Steve, and Steve each have 5 hearts, while Rana had 13 hearts. Humans were hostile mobs, which would take form of clones of the default skin. In classic mode, humans could be spawned by pressing G. Strangely, they did not use the punching animation that a normal player would use. They only ran into the player like a zombie would. Generic villagers were a type of villager with a green robe. In 1.3.1, the ability to spawn them in was added, though it required external tools or mods. In Snapshot 14W20A, generic villagers were removed from the game. Despite from them being removed, the texture still remains in the Minecraft.jar. Here we have a lovely nether fact with ghast and cobwebs. Ghast can actually not detect you from cobwebs, at least from my experiences, but however they can shoot fireballs through those cobwebs. There is actually such thing as the end of the Minecraft world. It's about 3 million blocks away. That would take you quite a while to fly to or run to. You actually teleport with this command outside of the barriers. When you're outside of the barriers, you cannot break or place any blocks. Whenever you go inside the barriers, it will actually not let you go back out. You can actually dye your dog's collar any color you would like. With simply holding that piece of dye and right clicking them, you can change their collars to any color. Creepers were first introduced in August 31st, 2009. However, creepers were actually based on a failed pig model by Notch that he had created. He mixed up the length and height of the body. They were actually the very first mob added in the survival test. Now most of you might or might not know this next one, but there are actually 3 strongholds in every single Minecraft world. Yeah, you know those really weird Enderman sounds? Those really weird freaky sounds? Those sounds are actually words that have been played backwards and distorted. Surprisingly, naturally spawned emerald ore can only be found in the extreme hills biome. Our last fact is something to celebrate. Minecraft has sold over 70 million copies on all devices, making it the 3rd most sold game in the entire world. PC itself has 20.9 million sales, and it's growing every day on all devices. In the upcoming Minecraft 1.9, boats can now hold 2 people and are not destroyed by collisions. If you go into game mode 3, which is spectator mode, you can actually spectate a painting. You can still shear a sheep even when it dies until it turns into smoke and disappears. If you sit on a saddled pig in a minecart that isn't on a track, you can drive it, but the controls are backwards. In the upcoming Minecraft 1.9, there is actually such thing as a bad luck potion, which is the opposite from the luck potion. The wither effect is the only negative effect in the game that can negatively affect the living and the undead. Let's say you fall off a huge cliff and you just know you're going to die. If that's the case, go ahead and press escape, save and quit, then reopen the world back up, and you will only take fall damage from the height that you returned. You can hide a torch within an armor stand. Go ahead and place down the armor stand, then the torch, and to cover up the torch, you will actually have to put some armor on the armor stand. Cakes will disappear into thin air if you break the block below it, or use a piston to push it. If you happen to launch a firework rocket next to a ladder, it will actually make the ladder climbing sound effect. This is how many unique firework rocket combinations there are. In Minecraft 1.9, maps will now display as a mini-map when held in the offhand. You can fall 22 blocks without dying. Anything after 22 blocks will result in death. If you plus F3 plus H, you can see the item's durability and the item ID. If you have a ton of items in your creative menu and you want to get rid of all of them in one click, go ahead and go over to destroy item and then shift click destroy item and it will remove all the items in your creative inventory. If the bobber of a fishing rod hits a painting, it will break. So don't be going and bobbing around paintings. Minecarts and boats fall slower than you. If you have regeneration 255, even the void cannot kill you. If you happen to die in Minecraft 1.9 hardcore mode, you now have an option to go into spectator mode, which means you can kind of review how you died. If the weather's getting cloudy and your pet snowman is outside, you better bring him inside because snow golems die of rain. Minecraft 1.9 is coming up very soon, and one thing that is going to be removed is enchanted golden apples. Yes, that's right, you can no longer make enchanted golden apples in Minecraft 1.9. If you throw a potion straight down, you may lose anywhere from 5 to maybe 30 seconds of that potion effect. However, if you throw that potion straight up, you're going to get the full time length of the potion effect. The sounds of Minecraft have changed drastically. Heck, everything has changed drastically in Minecraft. So, here is an old sound of your character dying. There are also lots of other sounds being upgraded, such as doors opening, explosions, bows, and many more. The compass in creative mode is functional. If you right-click a fully grown mob with the same mob spawn egg, then it will spawn the baby version of that mob. Don't let your endermite pet get too close to soul sand because endermites die on soul sand. Using the two keys F3 plus A will reload your chunks. Currently, there are 61 different biomes in Minecraft. Those 61 biomes are separated into 5 different categories. If your pet cat happens to be on top of your chest, you cannot open it, no matter how hard you try. But once the cat is off, then you're free to open and access your items. There are 4 different methods of obtaining enchanted items, one of them being through a villager, one of them being through fishing, one of them being through a zombie, skeleton, or possibly a zombie pigman. If they have enchanted items and you kill them, then you get their enchanted items. And the last one is in Minecraft 1.9 one, which is finding them in city chest. And of course, these 4 methods are additional to the normal survival mode methods, as in the enchanting table, anvil with enchanting books, and anvil combining 2 existing enchantments. So technically, if you take a look at it this way, there's 7 different ways of obtaining enchanted items. Let's say you have a pet dog and you have no idea how healthy it is. Does it need to go see a doctor? Who knows? Well, you can actually tell its health by looking at its tail. Now, if you damage your dog or your dog gets damaged, its tail will go down, but whenever it regenerates health and you feed him, his tail will go all the way up. A texture known as skis.png was added in the Minecraft 1.4.6 update. It was later then removed in the Minecraft 1.6 update. If you go ahead and take a look at the Enderman texture file, the eyes and the body are actually located in 2 different files. Occasionally, you can sprint across 1-block gaps. In spectator mode, you can go ahead and take an Enderman's camera, and that will actually add the inverted shader. So if you do that in the end, they'll see some type of a purplish cobblestone, and then a white sky, white pillars, white Enderman with green eyes, and a white dragon. Unfortunately, you can't fall asleep while poisoned. Steve is just extremely strong. Now, in the real world, 1 block of gold would weigh 42,509 pounds. That's pretty crazy. So we all know that Steve has 36 slots in his inventory, each able to hold 64 blocks. Now let's say all of those slots were filled with a stack of gold blocks. That means Steve could lift 97,941,957 pounds. There's actually a heavier item in the game, and that would be the enchanted golden apple, because you need 8 gold blocks just to craft one. Now let's say you fill up your whole entire inventory with 64 of those, 36 different stacks. Now that is a lot. That is a lot. So that is actually 782,536,292 pounds. So if we put that into another perspective, Steve can actually lift 39 Eiffel Towers. If you would like to actually play some of the very first versions of Minecraft for yourself, go ahead and go to Edit Profile. Click the check box in both of these boxes, allow use of old alpha and allow use of old beta Minecraft versions. And then go ahead and use the version. You can scroll all the way down and those versions will actually pop up. And there you go. As of the Minecraft 1.9 update, skeleton trap horses will actually be added. This should be very, very interesting. If a mob is completely encased in a cobweb or just has part of his body in a cobweb, he will not burn in the daylight. Name tags were actually added with a request from the YouTuber Paul Soares Jr. I want to thank you guys so much for watching 101 things you didn't know about Minecraft. Now go ahead and comment in the comment section below about how many of these things did you know. 25%, 50%, possibly maybe 75 or 100% of these things? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, of course. And if you guys would like to see more content like this and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you guys want to see more content like this. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I'm going to slow down on my rumbling here, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later in another Minecraft video.